How much do you need to have in your bank account or in your sponsor's bank account to be able to apply for your Canadian student visa? Hey, what's up, my people? You're welcome back to my channel. My name is SA Joy, and if this is your first time watching this channel, please, I want you to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any one of my videos, and also don't forget to leave a like, share, and comment. Yeah, I love to hear. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. And you can also follow me on social media like Instagram, SNJ Official. I don't really upload there constantly though. So you're welcome back to my channel. Now, in today's video, we're going to be looking at how much bank balance do you need to have to apply for Canadian student visa. Now, let's get right into it. Now, you know that one of the requirements, it's a compulsory requirement for them to be able to give you a study visa is the proof of fund. Proof of funds meaning that proof of sufficient fund, not just fund, that you have to show that you can be able to support yourself and your family, and those family and of any person that's coming with you to study in Canada. That is one of the requirements. If failure to meet this requirement will lead to a denial or a refusal of the study permit application. So most time people ask that how much is required for you to be able to show that and tell the visa officer that you have sufficient funds. So that is what we're going to be looking at today. And I want to say here that before I go into it, there is really no one amount of money that you need to have to show the visa officer that you have sufficient funds. There is really no there. Now many people set this limit of, oh, you need to have $3,000, you need to have $30,000. Now it's depending on a lot of things. So I'm going to be breaking everything down to you today. So how can you prove that you have sufficient funds? So one of them is by your bank account balance. It could be your sponsor's a bank account balance, or if you're being funded scholarship wise, you have to also, you can add, that's also another proof of fund. Fully funded scholarships, also research, teaching, research-based masters, thesis-based masters that are fully funded. Proof of tuition fee and housing fee. So if you've paid your tuition fee, if you've paid your housing fee, also that signs that you can prove that you have sufficient funds. They have what is called student loan as well, and as well as the GIC, Guaranteed Investment Certificate, if I'm right, or a bank account here in Canada that's already in your name, showing that you have sufficient funds. Yay! All right, so let's get right now. The minimum fund, minimum emphasis on the word minimum fund that you need to have on your bank account, so in your bank balance, is your school fees. That's your tuition fee for 1 year. So I don't know, it all depends on the school you're going to. The different school, there are different tuition fee, plus $10,000 monthly, or $10,000 for a year, pardon me, for a year, or $833 monthly. So that is, so you do first, so for instance, your tuition fee is $10,000 per year. So how much you need to have in your account balance? $20,000. That's the minimum amount. I didn't say like that is the exact amount you should have. That is the minimum amount you should have in your account. Now, let's say you want to come with your husband or your wife or your children. Now, for each family member, now this, what I'm saying now is divided into two. The first one I'm talking about now is other provinces aside from Quebec. Quebec one is totally different. So you're coming with other provinces like Ontario, British Columbia, Alberta, Nova Scotia, and all the rest. Now, every family member you're coming with, maybe like your husband, your children, your auntie, uncle, basically your husband and your children, basically. Now, is $4,000 per month, basically. So your husband, basically, that is obviously above 18 years of age. So you have to show that you have $4,000 per year plus the $10,000, or yeah, plus the $10,000. So that is, so if for example you are coming to Canada with you and your husband, for example, so you are showing $10,000 for your own, $4,000 for your husband owned. So that's how much together? $14,000 Canadian dollars. Now, if for example, for every other accompanying family member, so you want to add somebody else to join you to come, it's $3,000. So that is $255 per month. So for example, if you and two family members want to come to Canada, to a province outside Quebec, please note of that. So that's $10,000, right? Plus $4,000, right? Plus $3,000. That's how much? 17,000 Canadian dollars plus your tuition fee for a year. please take note of that. This is not only 70,000 Canadian dollars you're going to come with. You have to add it plus your tuition fee for a year. So that is the minimum amount you have to show coming here. Like, that's the minimum in your bank balance. So that is the thing that will show that yes, you have sufficient funds. So for example, let's say you already paid your tuition, so all you need to show in your bank balance is what your living expenses. So if you're coming here with you and maybe your son, then you have to show that you can cater for you and your son as well. So let's go now. That is what I'm talking about. That is for other provinces. Now Quebec is a little bit different, so let's talk about Quebec. Now for Quebec, you need at least $11,000 for yourself. So minus tuition fee, $11,000 for a year. Now for Quebec, it's for a family member above 18 years, you need about 5,100 Canadian dollars. Now for a family member under 18 years, you need about 3,800 Canadian dollars. So that is for your first family member. So if you're coming with yourself and your husband, so your husband, your wife rather, your wife is, let's say, above 18 years, obviously above 18 years. So that is $11,000 plus what, $5,100, isn't it? That's $16,100. Now that is for you and your first family member. Now for every additional family member that you're coming with, so every additional family member above 18 years pays 5,125 Canadian dollars. That's the total amount for living expenses. But if the family member is under 18 years, it is 1,903 Canadian dollars. So that is the two things you need to show for this is very right. You need to show for the for Quebec. Quebec is a very different province, like it's a French province. So basically that's for Quebec. So for example, I give an instance, right? So you and maybe your spouse wants to come to Canada. Maybe you're a student and you want to bring your spouse along with you. So plus your 11,000 plus your spouse is above 18 years, $5,100. So you need to show a total of $16,100. So let's say you and your child wants to come to here in Canada, and for you $11,000, that's the main applicant. For your child that's below 18 years, let's assume that's $3,800. So that altogether is about $14,800. I hope I'm not mistaken. No mathematics. Yeah, so that's what you need to know. Like, go to the Canadian website for more updated information. I'm just speaking based on experiences, but please let it be the minimum amount. Minimum amount should be in your. If you have more than that, please show. Now, another thing I want to point to you is that in as much as they say $10,000 per year, there are some cities that it costs more than that to actually live on $10,000 per year. So cities like Toronto, like Vancouver, and other bigger cities, their rent is very expensive. So a place like Windsor, it's very, very good for you to, you can actually do with $800 every month, no doubt about that. But it's places like Toronto, where your rent is very expensive, the lifestyle is very expensive. $10,000 may not be enough. So you want to consider that, and also know that that is just the visa officer is saying that is the minimum amount you should have, meaning that it shouldn't be below that, but it can be above that. And for sufficient funds, if you've not watched my video on reasons for the Naira, I talk about sufficient funds. So it's not just enough for you to pack money into your bank account and just assume, pack hundreds of thousands of dollars there. No, you have to be able to prove that you'll be accessible to this money. So if you just put the money there and the visa officer believe you cannot access this money, they will deny you based on their finances. So you have to make the visa officer believe that this money will be accessible to you, and you can always, if for example you're going for a 4-year program, you know that there is a source of income that will always provide for that 4-year program. That will always like, even if you have just 1 year, you can always have access to the next year, 3rd year, 4th year, and finish successfully. So that is that about the whole bank balance thing. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll be expecting your questions. Please don't forget to share this video, like, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.